Yo, what's up, what it is? How are you? I hope you're doing good. I hope you're living life to the fullest. I hope you're doing one important thing in this life, that is getting it done. I'm a Vipi. I hope every one of us is doing well. We are doing good here at the production house. We are excited that you found time to join and just learn with us. Enable your life together with us. Most of these lessons that I ended up sharing into this channel, actually some of the things that I learned, I'm hoping to better myself. I hope so for yourself, that you're going to better yourself each and every other single day of your life. Remember, continuous improvement leads to amazing levels of growth. You don't have to jump from 1 to 10, just get from 1 to 2. That will be enough for you today. But the most important thing in this life is to always keep moving. Yes, there is time for rest. Yes, there is time to reset. But never get to figure that point where you're like, I have arrived. And in today's video, we're going to learn on how to get from the comfort zone to a place or to a zone that I call the growth zone. There are several levels under which you are or I am in my life. And we are just going to understand how am I going to get from this point where I'm just comfortable, I am just laying idle, or let's say I'm just easy, to that point whereby it's just growth upon growth and levels upon levels. And the first concept about understanding this whole system or these whole levels of zone is just being self-aware of who you are and where you are in your life. It's so unfortunate that some of us, we do set goals and systems and we have things that we want to achieve, but we've not sat down to think, where am I really in life? You're setting on a journey, but you're not sure where you're going to start that journey from. So in this journey of understanding where to get from, we are starting from the comfort zone. And in this place, everything is nice. We understand the systems that we need to do. We understand what we are supposed to do. We know everything about this zone of our lives. But this moment is such a quote-unquote boring moment because everything else is the same. And at the comfort zone, at the core of it, is that belief that this is the best that we are, or this is the farthest that we can get to. But we need to ask or question that thought. Maybe I can be better. Maybe I have much more potential. Or maybe there is so much more on the other side of our fear of getting something done. And that moment when we start asking ourselves that question, we get into another zone which you call, or which I'll prefer calling, the fear zone, whereby you're always questioning yourself. What will other people say when they see me starting this business? What will other people say when they see me, oh, I'm posting on IG, I'm on Twitter, this is my opinion on this? What are they going to ask? In this zone, that is one of the greatest characteristics. Like you're always fearing on the unknown side of your life. The fear zone, if you choose to rise from the comfort zone to the fear zone, that's one step done. But that is not yet done. We need to get moving to the other zone of our lives. That is the learning zone. In this zone, it is where you sit down and analytically analyze your life, if there's such a statement, whereby you have this idea of the life that you will want to live. You have where you are currently, and now you start to look, where do I really need to change my life? you start studying yourself as if you get into that laboratory of yourself. You take pieces of your life, and even the minute piece of your life, you put it into question or you study it. Ask yourself, how am I doing financially? How am I doing spiritually? Am I a good friend? Am I a better friend? Am I a good neighbor? Am I a good partner even? I could be considering myself as good, but probably could the actions, am I doing okay? This is where you analyze yourself critically. You're not criticizing yourself, but you're just looking into your life in all aspects of your life. You start learning and understanding. This is where you'll reach a point you start putting down and saying, this is my skill set. I know I'm good at public speaking. I know I'm good at emceeing. I know I'm good at taking photos. I know I'm good at balancing accounts. I know I'm good at making networks work. Because there's one thing to be a good networker, and there's another thing, making networks to work. And when you start analyzing your life in such a way, now you start seeing light bulbs. You look at your life and say, since I'm a good communicator, then I can improve either on this aspect so that maybe it can set me up for this kind of success. Maybe I am a good business person. I'm an entrepreneur at the core of my life. Therefore, I see certain opportunities. Each and every other time, I can be able to spot that as an opportunity. I can be able to see someone doing something and be like, wait a minute. If we improve on this, if we tweak this a little bit, you can be able to make some good profit. Can I be able to be then an entrepreneurial coach? Or could I be able to just in that one aspect of your life, be able to monetize it? Now, when you start on this learning zone, when you start analyzing your life in that light, you start seeing opportunities and areas of growth. And that is what leads us to this final stage. It's actually not a final stage, but into this final zone, which I call the growth zone. But even before we get into the growth zone, there's one important thing that you really need to take action on when you're in the learning zone. That is not just studying yourself, but now saying, this is who I am. This is my purpose. This is where I need to be at. This is what I stand for. You have a value system, you have a skill set, you have a value set, you have a purpose set, you're set for life now. Now this is where now you start growth. Growth does not start from the point where we see development. Growth starts when that seed is put on the ground. And that seed for this part of our life is planted on the learning zone, where you plant the seeds of your skill set, your purpose set, and the seed of your value set. It is important to have all these three into your life. Now, into the growth zone, you're able to see what you sow onto the learning zone now starting developing. Now that's when you start seeing growth in your life. And when you get to that point where you're like, I am okay, I am seeing the growth, you really need not to slide back to the comfort zone, because it's so easy for you to figure at a certain point in life and you'd be like, I am okay, I'm nice, I can pay my bills. But probably that's not all that life is. When you grow to that point, when you get to that point where you're like, I have grown to the point that I've always been wishing for, now you start looking for other challenges. Because what is life if you're not solving a challenge? And in the most places where the challenge is huge, that's when change happens. That is how you're going to change your life through this year or even in the years to come, whereby you analyze where you are, you start from the onset of who am I, and then you take yourself to the point where you're setting yourself for growth. I'm not just saying this to you, but I'm also telling myself that I know I'm in my comfort zone at the moment. I can only post probably one video a day or one video a week. What if I challenge myself to 2 videos a day or even 3 videos in a week? What could it mean to my life? It will mean that I'll need to go back, learn more, study more, do more research so that I can just not come here and just blah, 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 and just saying things, but I'm giving you worthwhile content. You see, now when I learn that this is my comfort zone, 1 video a week, then I can be able to say, I really need to grow. Then I challenge myself. Let me do 2 videos a week. Is that possible? I look at the parameters. I look at what is needed. Do I really need to do more research? Yes, I need to. Do I really need to read more books or expose myself into more learning environments? Yes, I need to. And that is what will help me grow from my comfort zone to this zone, which I call the growth zone. In this growth zone, there are so many opportunities for you to develop even further. Because as you make each and every other step, one, fear is no longer going to be an idea in your life. Yes, you will start feeling and questioning yourself, am I really worthy? But since you have come through this journey, you will be able to conquer and silence the voices of fear. I hope and I believe that we can be able to grow from this comfort zones that we've placed in our lives and break camp and move along into the growth zones of our lives. There is so much that is ahead of you. I am not really sure that you're willing to drop the ball right now and not allow yourself to enjoy the amazing zones that you are set up for in life. You are so much more than what you see yourself that you are at the moment. Where you are, consider it as a comfort zone. Now let's grow together. Let's be together and let's walk through this journey together. Because I believe if you set your mind towards achieving this goal for moving from the comfort zone to the growth zone, you can be able to successfully arrive unto that conclusion. Because I believe in you, God believes in you, you can do it, and most importantly, keep doing it. Because you can always get it done. So till next time, let's grow together, let's challenge each other, let's learn together, because we get it done. See you next time.